Good afternoon and or time zones, y'all. How's it going? Go ahead and turn that off. My cat is in here and he is again screaming at me because I won't let him outside because it's 90 degrees out. So it's going to be another one of those days. Let's go ahead and dive back in. I've been thinking about this game basically non-stop for the past couple days. This game does things to my mind. Doing good, excellent time, and Steve, always good to hear it. That's right. What I was about to do, I was going to upgrade this so it'll carry 120 ore per minute. Is the microphone picking up my cat, by the way? Can you hear him? Where's my... Oh, here it is. I really need to unlock ladders at some point. Oh, hi. Not yet? Okay, good. Briefly there for a second, he wandered up, jumped onto my lap, and started screaming. Despite having literally all the toys. Nope. Gotta sit here. Oof. Oh, nobody's afraid of heights. Here we go. See, there's a bottleneck here. No. Where is it? Conveyor Mark 2. I've already done that. There we go. And here, and I think that covers it all the way. Yeah. There we go. And now we're producing 120 per minute. Excellent. This really doesn't look like 120 per minute, does it? Hmm. Ugh, just sneezed there. Why does it look like there's a break in the line here? See, here they're kind of spread out. Here they're packed closely together. Hmm. Here, Mark 2. Mark 2. There we go. Mark 2 and Mark 2. Okay, it's probably all in my head. Yeah, we're bringing it in just as fast as we're leaving, and this is conveyor belt Mark 1 all the way, or Mark 2 all the way. Excellent. Okie dokie, so we've got all these smelters smelting the copper. We've got all this copper being turned into wire, and the wire is currently going nowhere, so that's what I've got to fix first, I'd say. Let's change... Nope. Change the zoom. There we go. I think 9. I forget how wide this was. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now some of this wire, obviously, I just want to store it. You know, like, have it available. So 30, 60... I can put 4 of them. You just heard the cat. I see. Hopefully not too often. I can imagine that being rather annoying. But what you gonna really do? Cat's gonna meow. Alternatively, maybe you like hearing the cat. Heard, yeah. No, yeah, I figured. You're probably not hurting my cat. Let's see. Merger, and we're gonna go out. But boy, if he isn't loud, good God. Okay. In there, in there. No, that's not pretty. We should make it pretty as we can. There we go. You in there. You in there. Nope. You come out. What are we doing? You come out there. You go in there. Excellent. And then here we should have 120 wire per minute. So I'm gonna put a storage box, sure, here. And this time, it's gonna be Mark II, but I'm missing reinforced iron plates. I really need some ladders or something. We'll get there. The resource sync bonus program that I'm currently working on unlocking will help getting the ladders and the walls and those sorts of things. You do have to unlock those. I always forget how little you just have at the beginning of the game. Go. 21 will have to do. It would be nice if we could make more, but this is running full tilt. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing we can do at the very moment. I forget, is this... Already have enough of those. Okay. Oop. It's... I hope my character's knees don't mind the treatment. Oop. How do I... Rotate, build, quick switch. There we go. Curve, default. Oh, that's 2. Okay. Do. Have to unlock a wall, but I can make 50 conveyor belts one. That's true. I had to think about what you meant there for a moment, but yeah, you could make the conveyor belts into a barrier of sorts, I suppose. Do you also play this game? There we go. Okay, then we've got 4 others. Oh, you do not know. Yeah, fair enough. 30 per minute. Okay. And how many do each constructor take? 60 per... Okay, so it's just 2 into 1. Excellent, that's easy. I can't wait until I get like a jetpack to be able to climb up top and get the bird's eye view more easily. I know there are ladders here, but you have to walk all the way over to the ladder. Okay, we are going to merge these 2 real quick. Make sure that we can. There we go. And there we go. Excellent. Then constructor aligned here. And it's just 60 per minute, so I can do that. There we go. And likewise over here. Just do the exact same thing again. Do 5. There. There, and nope, there. There we go. And constructor. It's aligned with both. 60 per minute, so Mark once will work. And cable. Excellent. Job's not done till we power it up. Let's see, can we hook in here? We can. Although that's the last one we're going to be able to do that. Okay, then 30 and 30, so we're making 60. Excellent. We're going to merge those. Can I merge them and bring them back this way, I wonder? Do I want to? I could do it this way. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll align it and have the out go to the in. This will be 60 per minute, so Mark 1 is fine. This will be 30, so Mark 1 is fine. This will be 30, there we go. Okay. We are maxing out our copper usage. Now later it might be useful to have sort of an overflow system here, so if we're full on wire, the excess will just go off and create more cable. But for now, this will be fine. This is 30 and 30. I shouldn't question it. This is not an important part of what I'm currently doing. Okay, let's go ahead and try to complete as much of the resource sync bonus program that we can. Do There we go. We've got this. We've got that. We've got these. Oh, we actually had enough. Excellent. Ooh, is that volume a little loud?
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
I love the voice lines in this game. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know how it sounds. Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I can't directly do. Like I've got my readout here of my, levels or whatever, but, Okay. What can we do here? You're making 120 per minute. I have 12 reinforced iron plates. It is awesome. We are going to expand this. So this is making 120 per minute, which means, okay, and we are going to snap. Where's the snap? Left control, there we go. Okay. Which means we can probably make much more concrete than we actually just were, which will be required basically immediately. Clean this up a little. We're still in that phase of the game where we burn plants for electricity instead of coal or anything like that. Okay, how much limestone per minute can a constructor go through? Concrete, it goes through 45. 120 divided by 4. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Where's the calculator? I know there is one. Tab? No. X? No. N. Here we go. 120 divided by 45. That's like 3-ish. Okay, that's fine. We are going to have exactly 3 then. And we are going to disassemble this. Okay, we are going to Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, we are going to have a splitter, a 3-way splitter. It's kind of difficult to tell if it's lined up, but there you go. Mark 1s into each of these. One of them, or I guess all of them, will not be actually like maxed out, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be maxed out. We're just getting what we can get. Not a smelter. I must be insane. I want this miner to be kind of pointed this way, and then Mark 2 to go in, all curvy style. We're gonna do this, connect this here, 1, 1, and 1. There we go. Okay, then on the back side, we are going to merge them all back together into a storage container. So we're going to use a merger, lining it up. There we go. Mark 1, Mark 1, nope. Mark 1, there we go. There we go. Maybe another row, couldn't hurt. Okay, we're going to put a storage container here. Let's line it up. There we go, nice and pretty. And Mark 2. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can bring it back. Do I have enough for this? I do. Okay, I just had enough. Excellent. Okay, so now we're making not quite triple exactly, but certainly more than double. 2.66 times the concrete. I think that deserves a huzzah. Huzzah. Yeah, I'm so used to having the jetpack that I'm not used to not being able to walk through things or over stuff. Let's go ahead and chop this down. Timber. I love the fact that they animated the trees falling, you know? Like, they could have just had it disappear, but they didn't. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to put my limestone in because I am not going to do this by hand. No, sir. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Get all this limestone out of my inventory. There we go. Okie dokie. Is there a way to put... Yeah, there you go, H. I forgot how to get rid of the thing currently in my hand. Okay, we are going to... ah. Gosh darn it. We are going to build up a ramp. Welcome in, Lou. How's it going today? Look, until I get a jetpack, I'm pretty sure like both of us are just gonna have to accept this about me. I'm gonna fall off things. That's just how it's gonna work. Do we go that? I don't really care much about clipping. I know it bothers some people, but oh well. That is true. There we go. You see, like, look down there. There's just all sorts of land I can fall on my face on. Are you really gonna deprive me of that? Oh, you got a haircut. Excellent. It's always nice to have haircuts. I don't know, it feels good. I'm doing good today. Got up, had some generic brand Lucky Charms, got on here. It's like 90 something degrees outside, so my cat is mad that I won't let him outside today. But he's just gonna have to live with not being allowed to die of heat stroke. I'm not willing to compromise on this. I know how evil I am. Oh, that's right. The next thing I was going to do was add a space elevator to my to-do list, which I evidently already had on the side of the screen right there. And I am going to build it. Ooh. Oh, so you go in like a yearly cycle. Neat. Yeah, I always kind of think I want to let my hair go long, but then I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able. What am I thinking? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of letting my hair go long because like eventually statistics probably I'll like go bald or something and then I won't have the option. But like I like my hair short. Why would I compromise with my future self? What has he ever done for me? Let's see. Okay, all we need is some iron rods now. That is true. I think y'all are going to enjoy seeing the space elevator. That space elevator animation when I plonk it down is one of my favorite things about the game. Just that sense of enormity, the scale of it all. Let's see. And now we can. Let's see. Do y'all want the space elevator to be up on like a plateau or down, maybe down here in the deserty sort of fall on my face and die sort of area? I don't remember which one would be best. I mean, mechanics wise, it doesn't matter literally at all. But I'm kind of wondering which one would look fancier. Hmm. Easily accessible. Well, if I build a ramp, it'll be accessible either way. On the plateau? Yeah. Huzzah. I will put a ramp here. Do. Go. Huzzah. Onward. Wait, this didn't this didn't match up at all. All right, we're in agreement. Plateau it is. Let's see. First a 2-meter ramp and then a 4, so it snaps all nice. There we go. Okay, up there. Let's see. I am going to build a ramp upward, maybe 2 wide. Maybe a little landing area halfway up here. Do. Oh, this is already basically at the correct height. Wow, this is a little easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah, maybe a little plaza, I don't know. Okay, then another ramp. Build it up that way. Yeah, no kidding. Then maybe we'd have more construction workers. I mean, like, I would want to see things just spontaneously come to existence in front of me. Let's see. I would like... Let's see if we can snap to that grid up there. We cannot, but we can do 2, and then 4. Oof. Hmm. 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 One moment, please. There we go. And then that'll do. Again, some people hate clipping. I do not care. Uncle works with cement laying. It's interesting to figure out. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of math and planning in it. You know, even if that's not exactly how they conceive of it themselves. Oop. Yeah. Speaking of which, one hobby I've always kind of wanted to pick up is lapidary, or gem cutting. Turns out you can just buy uncut gems. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Okay, I saw my mic and thought that was the chainsaw audio level. And I was like, oh my god, the chainsaw is so loud. But no, yeah, I've wanted to get into lapidary, you know, gem cutting, that sort of thing. Turns out there's a lot of math in it, but there's also quite a bit of art, you know? So, I don't know, it just seems cool. Plus, how many people can you talk to who have said that they've cut a diamond or something before? Oh, you do? Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on YouTube that I follow semi-regularly, and they always sound like they're having a lot of fun with it. And of course, fun is subjective. You know, just because they make it sound fun doesn't mean that I would enjoy it. But there's no sense in never trying it. Years ago, I lived in a town with an adult activity center, whatever, like a YMCA, except just for adults or whatever. And they had a lapidary workshop there. And I always told myself I was going to go. And that's all I ever did. I just told myself. I still haven't quite forgiven myself for wasting that opportunity, because there's nothing like that here where I currently live. I mean, maybe I could find a place, you know, drive somewhere, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I can always find a new place. It's just like they were practically offering it to me. It was in the palm of my hand, and I somehow just never got around to it. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. And nope. No, come on. How are you not gonna snap? There we go. Okay. And let's get rid of these so I don't walk off the edge. And these so I don't walk off the edge. Here we go. This is good enough. Uh, what was that I was saying yesterday or the day before about guardrails? Here we go. Okay, this is going to be more than enough space for the space elevator, I believe. Missing concrete. Oh, I had just enough concrete and iron, but then I built a giant platform. Here we go. Let's take these. Let's take these and sort this. On my way to get more concrete, I'll drop off my wood and leaves in the power plant. The ride never ends. Does look fancy. Okie dokie. Leaves in the bottom one. There we go. Wood in the top one. There we go. Sort. I've got a lot of iron ore on me. Kind of don't want that. I am going to litter. Iron and copper ores, you stay here. I'll come back for you eventually, I'm sure. Oh, there was one of these. This one's making 60 per minute. This one's making 300 per minute. This one I definitely want to upgrade to tier 2. Yes, now this one only... Oh yeah, this one takes 120, so I'll upgrade this to tier 2 as well. And it only outputs 60, so tier 1 is fine. Okay, we're still not maxing that out quite yet, but you know, at least I'm a very polite litterer. It's in a box. But yeah, look at all this and tell me that my greatest crime against nature is littering so far. That's not good. Uh-oh. Our max consumption was below. No, our max consumption was above our capacity. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do about this? Okay, well, I think I could disconnect the wire factory. And that would hopefully take me back under. I'll go get the concrete that I need and come back here and expand the power. But yeah, this is we need coal, which means we need the space elevator. Is this gonna be okay? Ooh. Okay, yes. Our blue line must stay below our gray line. See, before that was not the case and I didn't notice, but here it is the case, so we're fine again. Okay, so yeah, I definitely need to expand the power generation a bit. See, it's easy for, fixing that once everything is so small. It's very difficult to fix that when I have a factory that spans the entire globe. Well, not globe, but the map. And some power plants require power to run. For example, oil refineries require power to make the oil that I burn to make power. So yeah, this was an itty-bitty problem. In the future, it will be a very big problem if I don't pay very close attention. Which is actually realistic. Most power plants are not capable of generating power without some input of power first. That's called a black start capability, and most just don't have it. And that's not even like, oh, we need pumps to pump the natural gas or, the control room at the nuclear power station or whatever. But literally, like, the generators have electromagnets in them that excites the coils, and that's how they, generate the electricity. they can choose what voltage is output by the generator depending upon what voltage they apply to these electromagnets in the generator. But if you don't have any electricity to apply to the generator, you're going to get zero voltage out. So you're not actually gaining anything. You're just burning coal for no reason. So yeah, most power plants require power to run, is the point of this entire spiel. Not that I would ever ramble about it. Huzzah. Okay, space elevator. Here we go. Okay. Too uneven. Oh, it's not. Oh, oh. Can I? There. Perfect. I love this animation. Ooh, it's even going to be nighttime for it. So you see what I've just built looks like a giant anchor. What is it anchoring? Oh my god, what's that? Yes, indeed. God, I love the aesthetics of this game.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
This entire sequence is my favorite part of the game so far. Huzzah. So yeah, well, there's nothing else to it. We gotta make some smart plating. Let's see how this looks from down here. I think I'm gonna add more concrete to the left side there. It looks like it's hanging off the end a little bit, but like, yeah, this was a good decision. Okie dokie. So, I needed to expand the power. Let's see. And I'm hopeful that we're at least keeping up in producing the fuel, because otherwise that's not going to be good either. We are not. Oh, okay. We need to chop down a few trees. I chopped down a tree and then ran right under it as it was falling. Surely this was the smartest thing I've ever done. The trees will have to forgive me. Didn't you hear Ada? Earth is counting on me. Earth has plenty of trees on it. There we go. Okay, let's add some more. Yeah, we do have a buffer. Not much. Not much. Here, add the leaves, add the wood. Okay. So yeah, we're converting all the biomass we possibly can. We're producing 60 per minute. Is that right? 60 per minute. And I'd love to know how much. Oh, yeah, 4 per minute. 4 divided by 6. Nope. 6 divided by 4. 15. I could have 15 generators. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could double what I currently have as long as I keep it fed. Although, this is taking in 120 per minute. Oh, yeah, and I'm feeding in 120 per minute. Okay, so I could double it and even more. Okay, yeah. I'm outputting. I'm going to upgrade this belt in here to Mark 2. No, because I'm only producing 60 per minute. Mark 1 will be fine. So splitting it 3 ways. Each of these would have to feed 5, but currently they're only feeding 3. It's fine. Is it? Huh. No. Yeah, the math ain't mathin' here. Okay. I am going to disconnect the power. Everything is still moving. No, it's not. Okay, good. And I'm gonna reconnect you. There we go. Okay, cool. I am going to rethink this entire arrangement. Let's get rid of all y'all. And you. And you. Okay, and you. And you. And you. And you. Okay, so, and you. Okay, so I have an output here. I would like to have a buffer, so no matter how much I don't use, if my usage isn't 100% maxing it out, that we still store some. So definitely I want to store it first before anything. And we're only making 60 per minute, so this is fine. Now, I can have it split between 15 generators. 15 is approximately 16. 16. How to do this? Splitters can split either into 2s or 3s. I could have it split into 2s. Here, do I have a pen? Here we go. If I split it into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 times, that would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 splitters. Maybe I'm being too fancy with it. I could just do a manifold. Well, no, because it actually matters that it splits evenly this time. Because if only the first few generators are getting fuel, then why are we doing this? We're only really fueling 2 generators. So it needs to split evenly. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I think I might have to build up, but I'm going to split it, yeah, the easy math way. Okay, split it into 2, then 4. Give myself some more room here. I'm already crowding myself out and I haven't even started anything yet. No, I want those to be lined up. There we go. Okay. 2. Okay, now it's split into 4. Okay. Welcome in, Hathor. How's it going? It's good to see you. There we go. So split into 2, split into 4. Now I'm splitting into 8. Now, another row would give me 16. But I can do that up above. Yes. Well, I mean, there's still room down here. Maybe I don't need to do it up above. Let's see. I am having math, Hathor. You have come at a time when I am mathing. Yeah, I can definitely undo things. That's not going to be an issue. Okay, biomass burner 1, 2. I wish I could zoop these. Can I? No, I can't. 3, 4. Okay, so I can split. Okay, 1 goes there. And then another. Oof. Yeah, okay. So this one would have to go somewhere up above. I'm gonna place this here so that I remember, hey, you haven't hooked this up yet. Oh, I saw you streaming that last night. You finished it then. Very cool. Congratulations. How did you enjoy it? Here we go. 2. And then this one again, it's not hooked up to anything, so I'm just gonna leave it dangling. Okay, now for these two. Hmm. I guess I could expand over here. Let's see. Cozy games. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That one main character, the one who, she was cute. The little girl one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Charlotte. Yeah, I can move this to be facing more that way. Although, yeah, I'm gonna build 2 more here. There we go. Split. It's not lined up. There we go. Split that there. Okay, and then again, this is not hooked up. So I'm going to leave it dangling so that I know it's not hooked up to anything. Now this one, I'm going to move over. Okay, and I'm going to put 2 more here. 1, 2 with a splitter. Ooh, I haven't left myself much room here, have I? Is this gonna work? No, I should say not. Here we go. What if I put another biomass burner over there? See, I always do this. I always cramp myself instead of just spreading out. It's a big world. I don't have to do this. When you start, you create your own party using the 6 main heroes. Depending on who you pick as your main affects the store. Oh, including the last boss you fight. I had no idea that's how that worked. Wow. Okay, shoot. That's really neat. Let's see. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 6 before, so I've barely expanded at all. Okay, I am going to have a floor here at this height. I'm basically going to have 8 more up here. I mean, technically 7, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the best way to do this, clearly, to also each pair of the six are from rivaling nations, so depending on who you pick, you'll get unique interactions. They put a lot of thought into this game, a lot of love. I like that. Uh, until I get conveyor belt holes, I'm fine with this clipping. Okay, so that's gonna be two there. One there. Okay, one here. Just kind of eyeballing it. And then, one, two. Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm gonna connect this here. I don't know, that way. Okie dokie. So then I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna put 7 more generators. Yeah, 7 or 8. Keep in mind the version I played was the remake. All of the stuff I explained were also in the original. Oh. Well, that even makes it more complicated. Oh my god. Well, shoot. Okay. That is an impressive feat, and definitely something worth praising. Splitter, can you go in? Yes. Okay. And then you go out. You go out. There we go. Here. And here. Can we line up, please? There we go. 6. In. There we go. Okay. I don't know. Here. Turn. Can I turn this? Here. Ah. Here. I wasn't aware that that was a remake you were playing. They definitely updated those graphics. Or remake, remaster, I never really understood the difference. Oh, one of those at least. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple here. Okay. Okay. It's gonna come down this way. Yes, this is the epitome of a spaghetti factory. No, I don't care. It'll be fine. Spaghetti is a good aesthetic all on its own. It's fine. Trials of Mana was one of those games that really pushed the limits of the SNES back in the 90s. Up until recently, it was one of the games that never left Japan. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Although I guess if nobody in America had heard of it, then it's not like there was demand from it, or demand for it from Americans. But yeah, like if it's a good quality game, you should spread it out as far as you can. Like, what's the point of not? So say I, having absolutely no idea about the economics of anything having to do with the industry. Do these. Then over here. Okay. Now y'all will have to forgive me on this one, because I actually don't have any means of hooking a power pole through the floor without, obvious clipping yet. Like that will come, it will, but I don't have it yet. So I'm just gonna have to pretend not to see that going straight through the floor. The horror, exactly. Like, even ooh, okay, that one's a bridge too far. We don't have power poles on conveyor belts. I do have standards, believe it or not. Okay, are they all hooked up? I think I hooked them all up. Okay, now I'm gonna let solid biofuel evenly distribute. I'm gonna take 100 for myself, but the rest is gonna distribute through the system. Once it starts arriving in these generators, oh, hello. Once it starts arriving in these generators, then I'll hook this whole power plant thing up to the rest of the factory. Okay, and let's just make sure each of these should produce 30 megawatts, and I plonked down 16 of them. So 16 times 30, it should be, once they're all fueled, a capacity of 480 megawatts. Now it's not actually going to be producing that much, of course, but 300 so far. So we're still missing some. 330. Gamers only knew about it because there were articles featuring the game. Squaresoft never brought it over because they were promoting their homegrown game at the same time called Secret of Evermore. Secret of Evermore. I don't know, I've heard of that one. Hmm. There we go, 480. Okay, so they are all hooked up now. Excellent. Okay, which means I can hook up now. I wish I had a power switch, which does exist in the game, but I haven't unlocked it yet. So I'm just going to have to remind myself, these two power poles, which are right next to each other, is the main thing connecting the power plant to the rest of the base. Okay. And everything should be running, or runnable, including my wire factory, which I had disconnected. There we go. How do we feel about them apples? Oh yeah, easy peasy. Okay, our max consumption is less than 200. Okay, okay. The leaves are still processing, but that's because they're slow. The wood is all processed, but that's fine because it produces a ton of biofuel, which we are still processing into solid biofuel. Excellent. Hello there, sir. You appear to be stuck. Carry on. I think your avatar broke. Your cat mouth is just wide open. Oh. Hmm. Hello. Why? I'm gonna close and reopen that program. The Eldritch Bean. Oh, no, doggo, you don't want to be in there. I don't have any berries for you. Um, don't fall into the shredder. Don't fall into the shredder. That shredder there. Do not fall in. Don't do it. Long story short, a game came out on the NES called Secret of Mana, on the SNES, I guess, called Secret of Mana. It did very well, and Japan made a sequel called Seiken Densetsu 3, pardon my Japanese, now localized as Trials of Mana. Oh, Trials of Mana, and North America made their own sequel called Secret of Evermore. That is a complicated string of story. So it was basically their localized sequel that they were. I see. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, good bot, Siri. I don't know if any of you were able to see that. It was so quick, but Siri just banned the spam bot. You did. I see. Yeah, the last two times that's happened, I audibly said, "Oh, wow, okay, thanks, Siri," and nobody knew what I was talking about. That's a sign that I'm really making it in the world. I'm being targeted by scammers. If I were completely hopeless, I wouldn't have anything they want. Do put the leaves. There we go. And you put the wood. That ought to carry us over for quite some ooh. We're consuming 120 biomass per minute. We are producing 60 plus 300. Oh, is this tier 1? This needs to be tier 2. This was already tier 2. Is this? Yeah. The splitters don't have tiers, right? No, they don't. So why are we... Oh, I guess we're just consuming everything we're producing. That's fine. That's a good thing. Okay. Okay, so what we have to do now is produce smart plating. So let's go ahead into our compendium, or whatever this is called, and search what is required for smart plating. Smart plate, no, recipes. Smart plating, there we go. Smart plating requires, oh, it's the codex. Reinforced iron plate, which I am currently already producing. Not very fast, only 5 per minute, but I am producing it. And rotors, which require iron rods, which I'm producing, and screws, which I'm not consuming everything that I'm producing already. So we already have basically everything we need. This ought to be relatively straightforward, actually. Let's see. How much of each would I need to max out one constructor? Or assembler, whatever it is. Oh, I'm low on concrete. Yeah, I'll go get some concrete. Yeah. Once I get the smart plating, going, we can send it up the space elevator, which is still amazing. Then that will unlock for us the capacity to unlock coal power, which is a lot more easy to handle than biomass, which you have to continually fell trees manually. Oop, nope. To do. Nobody wants to do things manually, but we gotta get there. It looks like I could just reach out and touch it. They do a really good job in this game of seamlessly making the textures go from the close-up version to the far-away version. Like, I've never noticed it just jump in resolution as I approach. To the point where I'm assuming that that's how they do it. Like, it's possible that the game is just loading a full res texture a mile away, but I don't think that's what happens. Do oh. In my infinite wisdom, I have disconnected that and built a generator over it. Okay. That is no longer a valid staircase. Huzzah. Okay. Yeah, this probably will be relatively straightforward. Yeah, let's see. So, how many screws per minute do I need to max this out? Why did it flash orange there for a moment? Oh well. Okay, let's plonk down an assembler missing rotors. I know I have a crafting bench. There we go. I need 4 rotors. We're back to this. Manually constructing something. There we go. Okay. Rotors seem like they would take a long time to build in real life. Okay, so I'm going to plunk down an assembler. This is not going to be where it's actually going. I just want to see. To make smart plating, okay, I'm going to get out a piece of paper. For later recipes, I'll need an Excel spreadsheet, which I can stream. But pieces of paper will work for now. So for 2 smart plating per minute, I need to input 2 reinforced iron plate per minute, which I'm pretty sure I'm already making 5, so that's fine, and 2 rotors per minute. Okay, 2 rotors per minute. How do I make a rotor? Okay. This makes 4 rotors per minute, so I only really have to do half of what it's going to say here. Set this to 50%. There we go. So 10 iron rods per minute, which I'm surely already making, and 50 screws. That might be a problem. Okay. I'm producing 40 times 3 is 120 screws per minute. So 120, but I'm also using 60. So that leaves 60 left. Well, yeah, okay. 60 is greater than 50. So yeah, I don't need to expand production of anything, actually. Wow. That's wild. Okay. Uh, Here, you disconnect for a minute. I need to split this. This is going to be tier 2 conveyor belts because this is going to be a lot. 60 goes over there, so that can be tier 1. Then 50 goes over here, so that can also be tier 1. Okay, assembler, I'm gonna say here. Tier 1 go in there. Rotor, set to 50%. So 50 screws and 10 iron rods. Iron rods are not currently hooked up to anything at all, actually, so I kind of like the curve setting. Okay, so that's 2 rotors per minute. Excellent. Now, I'm going to have the assembler kind of pointed in this direction. I don't have any rotors. This is not hooked up to power. There we go. I'm going to go manually make some rotors. This is going to be slower than I can do in my myself. There we go. 4 rotors. Now, obviously, this is a very small scale production that I'm currently doing, but then again, my resources currently are also small scale. I haven't really expanded for various reasons. In the future, my factories will be a whole lot more involved, shall we say. Okay, so I plugged in the 2 rotors per minute, the reinforced iron plates. This is making 5, okay. So I am going to have it split. Half for me, so they go in here. Half for the space elevators, so they go out there. Now, this one machine I can just hook up to the space elevator directly. Why does it not want to do that? Missing iron plate. Oh, I don't have enough iron plates. Hmm. I love the music in this game too. It's not overbearing, but it's exactly what you would need from a game like this, you know? Do, 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 do. Go. We're gonna crest this peak and go straight in. There we go. Oh, that was an ugly turn. No, we're not doing that. Can you just connect? Oh, you can just connect. Excellent. Okie dokie. And we've already made our first smart plating. And furthermore, excellent. So how many are we making? 2 per minute. We need 50. It's going to be 25 minutes. Okay, in the meantime, there are other things that we could be doing, such as taking a swig of water. There we go. Okay, so there are things we could be doing. For example, over here, I know for a fact we have 2 iron smelters. Behind here, I guess. Yeah, 2 iron smelters that are not currently allocated to doing anything. It's just wasted potential. Additionally, down below, there, this iron plate producer is not hooked up to anything, and it's the only device, that miner down below that you can't see, that miner's hooked up to. So not only is that miner not maxed out in the smelting that it could be doing, it's also not even leading anywhere. It's just sitting here idle. So what I could do, I could turn this into an additional smart plating factory. An additional reason that I would probably want to do that is because I know for a fact in the future the space elevator is going to ask for things that smart plating is an ingredient of. So it's not like if I do it now and then the space elevator is satisfied, then that's just it. Like I built a whole factory for nothing. Like I will actually have a use for it. So that's one thing I could do. Another thing I could do. I currently don't have the dimensional depot. Why are we idle? Oh, we've already processed all the wooden leaves. Okay. Another thing I could do. I currently don't have the dimensional depot because I don't have a bunch of Mercer spheres. I don't have a bunch of Sommer sloops. I don't have anything. So I could go hunting, exploring the world. So I'm actually, anybody in chat, I've never made a poll before. That could be a cool thing. Here. Poll? Interesting, I don't have a poll command. Is that... I wonder, how do people do that? Is that through... Does anybody know? How do people do polls in these? Yeah, I don't have a poll command. Interesting. I wonder how that works then. Okay, well, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to ask you, anybody who's currently in chat, would you rather I explore or would you rather I build a new smart plating factory? Because I imagine the stream experience is going to be quite different depending on what I choose. Both will have to get done eventually, so I don't really care about what I do first. So yeah, any opinions out there? Take another swig of water while you're thinking. Okay. Looks like Diamond Steve prefers option 2, so building the factory up more. Any other opinions out there? I really do hate to call out people who are lurking if they're lurking, but you know, feel free. I'm not gonna engage if you don't want to. Just whatever you want to do. And I will figure out how to get a poll command before I stream next. Let's see. Okay. So, assuming for a moment that I am going to be expanding this, each smelter takes 30 iron ore. The miner produces 120. So 120 divided by 30, I would have 4 smelters up here, which that's easy enough. I can easily do that. Oh, hello, Mina. My cat came into the room, asserted himself into my lap, and kind of tugged on my microphone cord a little. Okay, 4 smelters. I'm going to kind of put them off to the side because behind here, it's already kind of a lot. There we go. Spread this out a little bit because I didn't really spread it out very well before. Okay, all of these are going to be iron naturally. Okay. Splitter. Going into each of them. That one was not aligned properly. There we go. There we go. And here. And here. Then there's going to be a splitter that should go into each of these. There we go. And then the iron is going to have to come up into here, which if I turn this around is actually... Shoot, that's actually a pretty darn good place for it. Okay, Mark II lift. Kind of painted myself into a corner with that. Okay, where was this connected? This was probably connected there. Oop. And then conveyor Mark II goes in there, and is split in half, and then split into fourths. Excellent. There we go. It's a thing of beauty. Seeing everything running. Okay, so for the smart plating, I'll need 2 rotors per minute, which requires 10 iron rods and 50 screws. The 10 iron rods I'm going to do second because the screws require iron rods as input. So, to get screws, that's 40 per minute. I need 50. Can I overclock? I haven't really, I don't want to waste it. Okay, I'm going to have 2 constructors, which are underclocked. Okay, half of 50 is 25, so produce 25 per minute. And you produce 25. These aren't actually staying here. It requires 6.25 times 2 iron rods per minute. Times 2, that's 12 and a half iron rods per minute. 12 and a half iron rods per minute. I can do with just 1 constructor. That's easy enough. Yeah, I accidentally bounced into the microphone a little bit. Yeah, sorry about that. There we go. Okay. So constructor. iron rods. It'll make 15. I only need 12 and a half, so there's going to be some excess, but that's fine. I'm going to say 12 and a half. There we go. So it needs 12 and a half iron. Ooh, oh, oh. Okay. Oh, slow down, my heart. It's good. We didn't fall off the edge of the earth. It's fine. Oh my god. I really do need to be more careful. Yeah, no kidding. I'm actually kind of shocked I didn't fall off the edge of the earth right there. Okay, this needs to be split. Because this only requires 15 or fewer, so putting in a full 30 makes no sense at all. Let's expand this so I don't kill myself. Okay, so this is making 12 and a half iron rods per minute. Okay, that will be enough for my screws. There we go. That will be enough for the screws because each of these will be making 25 per minute. So slightly underclocking. Slightly. uh, Actually kind of a lot. Okay, so this is making exactly enough. So I have all the screws I need for the rotors. Okay, so I'm going to plonk down an assembler, but I'm missing rotors. I'm gonna make 4, I guess, because that's all I can make. Okay, going to make an assembler and put her here, let's say. Merger going out that direction. Can you reach? You can. Okay. And this is 25, 25, and 50, so all Mark 1s is fine. Sent you a link on Discord. Recommend checking it out. Yeah, cool. I will take a look at that. Thank you very much. Let's see. Oh, right. This is going to be 2 rotors per minute. There we go. Okay, so 50 screws we just plumbed in. Now we need 10 iron rods. Okay. So here we're making 12 and a half, but they're all being used. The other bit here can be making genuinely, well, let's say 10. Okay. 10 is exactly how many we need, so 10 should be fine. There we go. So now we're making 2 rotors per minute. Now we just need 2 reinforced iron plates per minute. Okay. Which those 2, actually these 3 iron smelters can be in charge of. Let's hook up the power. Just let these start building up resources. Okay, these are also not hooked up to anything. Okay, and you hook up to here for now. There you go. Okay, everything should be green or yellow. Yes. Yes, okay. Rotor. Okay, so we've got the rotors. Now we need the iron plates, 2 per minute. What is involved? Need to make more rotors. Do. Okay. Gonna need at least 8 more rotors, at least. Okay, so what do I need for reinforced iron plates? And I only need 2 per minute, so I can reduce this down. For 2 reinforced iron plates per minute, I need 12 iron plates per minute. Okay, 12 iron plates. That's easy. That doesn't require any manufacturing or anything. And 24 screws per minute, which that is also pretty easy. Because for 24 screws per minute, I just need a single constructor inputting 6.25 iron rods, which is itself just one constructor. Okay. This actually might not even max out the amount of iron that I have up here. Okay, let's go ahead and construct that iron rod first. To be careful, because I don't want to box in these two. Maybe I'll put it kind of in this nook here. Okay, this will be making iron rods. 6.25 of them per minute. And it will feed, I don't need any sort of buffer or anything, no splitters, no nothing. It will feed directly into a screws constructor, making 24 screws per minute. 6. Why did I set this to 6.25? Okay, 6. Okay. Then 12 iron plates. Okay. So this is outputting 30. I'm using 6. 30 minus 6. I have 24 iron ingots. I think that's enough for 12 iron plates, actually. Shoot, does this work out perfectly? Iron plates, and I want 24, so I'm going to split it into 2 sets of 12. Oh, no. 18 times 2 is 36, so not quite. I only have 24 out of here. Okay. And where I don't want to put it here, I kind of want to leave this central area open. I guess I could think with more verticality, shall we say. Let's see. Think that'll be high enough? Yeah, that'll be plenty high. Okay. Oh, no. There we go. Okie dokie. So, we're going to send 24 iron up from here. Do logistics. Mark 1 because 24 is less than 60. Okay. And then we're going to send 30 up from here because we need a total of 36. 36 minus 24, 12. I only really need 12 from here, but whatever. Okay. Oop. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to merge and... Ooh, that's a little ugly. Okay, I'm going to merge these first. What? Really? You can't? Oh, yeah, I guess that is kind of a sharp angle. I'm going to merge them here. There we go. Okay. So this is now 24 and 30, but I'm not going to use all of that. Okay. Oop, 8. There we go. Oop, out of concrete. Shoot. Okay. But what was I going to do? I just needed 2 constructors making iron plates, but I can't put them here because I am out of room. Time to fetch more concrete. I love this background song. Oh. It's interesting that there's a planet here with a well-developed ring system like this. Saturn's rings are very special, in part because they're so temporary. Back, for example, in the age of the dinosaurs, Saturn had no rings. And the rings are only going to be temporary. In a few million years, they'll be gone. But they're beautiful while they're here, aren't they? Okay. Okay, I'm going to split this. I'm going to have 2 constructors, each constructing iron plates. But how many iron plates do I need? I only really need... Wait a minute. Wait, I only need 12 iron plates. Why am I... I could have done this down below. Right? I only need 12? Is that? Here. For reinforced iron plates. Of which I need 2 per minute. I only need 12 iron plates. Why am I making... Well, whatever. Okay. So go ahead and make 12 for me. There we go. Go ahead and bring your output down. Wow. I was almost spot on with where I put this. Okay. We're going to bring your output down. Here we go. Here's the screws. Here's the iron plate. And here shall be the assembler that makes the reinforced iron plates. Line up there. And you, I want to turn the other way. There. These are reinforced iron plates. I'm making 2, nope, not 24. 2 per minute. There we go. Okay, so that's reinforced iron plates. This is rotors. Now just behind here, I can combine them into smart plating. Just in time. That we're basically already done with phase 1. I mean, look at that. We only have 5 more to go. By making 2 per minute, that's not even 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna face it kinda this way. Okay, smart plating. Now I'm going to bring it over here, merge into here. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay, now power it all. Oh, I bet the stuff up here isn't quite powered yet, is it? And you know, after all of it, I'm still not sure why I thought I needed 24 iron plates. That was not at all what the math implied. Here's a riddle. Oh, okay, a riddle. When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, today will be as far from Wednesday as today was from Wednesday when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. Okay, I have paper, I can do this. When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, so when we are on a certain day, where yesterday. Okay. Today will be as far from Wednesday as today was from. Wait. Today will be as far from Wednesday as today was from Wednesday when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. Oh, so just equidistant in the week? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's 7 days. Wednesday is in the middle. But if I write it the other way, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the one in the middle is Saturday. Let's see. Does that fulfill it? When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, which would imply that I'm on a Sunday now. Today will be as. No, Wednesday. Today will be as far from Wednesday, so that's 1, 2, 3. As today was from Wednesday when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. When the day before yesterday was to. No, that wouldn't work either. I'm going to have to think about it, but my gut is saying Monday. Just looking at this sheet of paper, I think the answer is Monday. I have no evidence of this. Alternatively, the horse's name was Friday. Here, we're not even using this, are we? Per minute. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, what can we make that uses iron plates? It's not Monday? I see. I shall have to give further thought to it later. Hmm. You know, I'm still not maxing out all of my iron. I mean, now I actually have even more that's not being used than I did before. Two and maybe a third smelters. Is anything else not powered? Okay, how are we doing on power? Remember, the blue line has to be below the light gray line. And it is, so we're good. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to. Wait a minute. 50 out of 50 smart plating. You know what that means. We're done with phase one. We get to shoot the things into space. I love this animation. Let's go ahead and do that.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore, and exploit for a better fix-it future.
Huzzah! And now we get to see it shoot into space.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
For the kittens and or puppies, we shall continue on. But God, like, you can't think that that's anything besides cool. Let's see. Do you notice, though, we still need the smart plating, so the factories are still running. And how many do we need? 1,000. How many are we currently making? We're making 2 times 2 is 4. Except there's something not hooked up to power over here. So there's 4 per minute being made. We need 1,000. So 1,000 divided by 4 per minute, that's 250 minutes. Divided by 60, that's about 4 hours. So this factory will get there, but it'll take just over 4 hours to do it. Which means that we are freed up to do things like make sure we have enough fuel and unlock coal power. Exactly, for the kittens and the puppies. We are compelled. Nah, he's fine. I don't really want to. He'll be fine. Okay, first thing I kind of want to do is get the enhanced asset security. That is, basically get myself a sword. So I think we'll do that first. There we go. Let's get some more wire. We need 1,500 for an electric sword. You sure did look fine. Huzzah. Oh, that 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, he sure didn't. I see. Where is he? He does it look fine. Where'd he go? I thought he was around here. Oh. Hey, bud. I don't know what kind of cult this is, but, Oh. Bud. You gotta leave. You can't be here. Oop. Yeah, we need more fuel. I thought I had time to dawdle, but there's only 43 in some of these. 43, yeah, that's not gonna last a while. Time to teach trees to be made out of wood. This is their fault, really. Do do. Oh, again, we are not morally culpable for this. This is for the puppies and/or kittens. The time is swiftly coming where I won't have to worry about the wood supply anymore. But we're not quite there yet. I think I would like to expand my production of reinforced iron plates because at present there is not much being used or produced. I kind of wish there was a production view screen or something to keep track of what you're making. Is there? Oh, photo mode. Gee. Okay. FMVV? No, that's not it. XNOB. Nope. Maybe there's a mod for it to show you how much of everything you're producing. Okay, that ought to be fine for now. Yeah, we're making tons and tons of biofuel. Tons and tons. It's all going in here, and it's all being converted into solid biofuel, and it is all being distributed. Excellent. And not only that, just as I said before, it's being distributed evenly. So it's not like that one over there is going to be full, and that one's going to be empty. No, they all have to have some fuel. I don't need one of them to be full, but they all have to be non-empty. So yeah, distributing it evenly like this, while it takes a whole lot more belt work, all these splitters, oh my god, it's worth it. Okay, let's go ahead, see how many reinforced iron plates do I currently have. Do reinforced iron plates I think are produced over here. Yep, okay, 120, and I'm producing 5 per minute, using 2 per minute. So effectively I'm making 3 per minute and that's it. That's not great. For example, that 100 divided by 3 per minute, that's half an hour production right there I'm just going to send up. Yeah, we definitely need to expand that. Do do. Okay, there and iron rods. It'll be nice once we have a ladder to get up there. Are you really going to be fine? You look very stuck. Ugh. See, iron rods are over here. Yeah, these two still aren't even hooked up to anything. So I've got 2, 4, maybe 4.5 smelters worth of iron that I'm just kind of, no thanks. I don't have any use for it. I can't think of anything. We can do better. I stuck the landing. Do
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, the zapper kind of electrocutes things, the basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them, unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
I really do love the voice lines in this game. Xeno Basher. I require one more Xeno Zapper. Okay. 5 modular frames, 500 wire. Okay, 500 wire, that's easy enough. The modular frames. I don't currently have a modular frame factory, so I'm going to have to do those by hand. Okay. 5 modular frames. How to modular frame. Oh. Oh, it requires reinforced iron plates. That's not so bad. And it gets you 2 at a time. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Huzzah! And then Xenobasher. There we go. Huzzah. Let's see. I know. Yeah, I can customize the keychain. Golden nut. I think I like alpaca. I like the nuclear waste trinket. Okay. Build gun helmet. Ooh. Do I want to be a Triclops? Or have a bandana? Ooh, cat ears. I think I'm gonna do the Triclops thing. Now, primary color. I'm gonna take a picture of this so I can come back to this color if I want, because it is classic. Let's see. What about a nice like cyan? Maybe a little darker of a blue. Yeah, there we go. Secondary color. Oh, there's more. Okay, the overalls. I think a black pair of overalls, maybe. And then my secondary color could be like an orgy. Yeah. Okay. And my build gun, camo, stripes, neon. Neon looks cool. Golden fix-it build gun. Let's see. Yeah, I like the neon. Okay. Is there anything else I can do in here? I've never actually... Oh. Okay. Can't use the blender. It's kind of cool I have a whole kitchen space. Oh. Okay. How do I flush, I wonder? Oh.
Did you not see the sign?
Do not flush things. Huh. That's one way to get rid of waste. Fluid dynamics for pioneers. Let's see. Includes hot tips from top players and fix-it employees. I guess maybe a shaving kit. I've never explored in here before. Oh, Korosev, join us on the ultimate frontier adventure. Oh, Korolev. Becky was here and Monica. Okay, this does not appear to be Fix-It. Korolev? I wonder if they're a competitor. Interesting. I wonder if there's like a story. Maybe Korolev are the ones who made the Earth go bad. Oh. Okay, one round. How to play. Fill as many as you can and then send the package. Okay. Oh. Ah. Huh. So I beat level 1. Huzzah. A game within a game. Okay. So yeah, if I were sitting here waiting for 40 minutes for the space elevator fill up, maybe that would be a good use of time. But for now, I should probably expand my production of reinforced iron plates. What's this? I need rotors for this? Oh my god. Okay, maybe I should make rotors now. And modular frames, like I'm not making those either. Okay, yeah, we might expand the things that we're making. And that's all the reinforced iron frames I have. Can I make 50 rotors by hand? I could make 12 by hand. Nope. Okay, that's more than I had at least. Okay. 150 minus 87, that's 63. I think I'm making 3 per minute. That's 20 minutes if I wanted to just have them immediately. Hmm. Yeah. We're definitely gonna have to make some more here. Okay, so what do I have? Here I have... Oop. One, two, three. Here. This is producing 30 per minute. Here I'm using 6 per minute, so there's 24 going up here. And I'm currently using, so I have 24, I'm using 18. I'm not even maxing that out. Okay. Yeah, I could completely just disconnect this. Yeah, so I'm sending up 24. I'm only using 18, so this isn't even going to max that out. Okay, so I really have two that are just not being used for anything right now, plus the two over there. Oh, okay, so two, each one making 30, so I have 60 iron ingots per minute being made. Let's see. I wonder how many assemblers could that make? I don't have reinforced iron plates or rotors. Okay, how many is reinforced iron plates? Maybe I will open up Excel. Okay. Iron ore input would be 60. Okay. Now, reinforced iron plates 5 per minute. Iron plates, that's 5 per minute, requires 30 iron plates per minute and 60 screws per minute. Okay, 30 iron plates. How many iron plates can I make? 30 iron plates gives 20. Now, is that 2 iron plates and it does that 20 per minute? Or is it literally 20 iron plates per minute? Let's see. When I do it by hand, there's a 1-to-1 ratio. Hmm. Oh, no, that's not what I should be looking at. There's a 3-to-2 ratio. Yeah, okay, so it is literally making 20 per minute. Okay, so if I need 30 per minute, that's 30 divided by 20 constructors. So that's 1.5 constructors of iron plates per minute. Okay. And each of those constructors will require, so that's 1.5 times 30 iron ingots per minute. I'm currently producing 60, so I'm still technically under that 45. Okay, but what about the screws now, though? Okay, the screws I need 60 per minute. I'm making those over here. 60 per minute, so 40 per minute. So equals 60 divided by 40. 1.5 constructors again. Constructors again. Each one requires 10 iron rods, so equals 1.5 times 10 iron rods per minute. Okay. How many iron rods is one constructor? That's 15, so that's one constructor. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so that's 15 iron ingots per minute. 45 plus 15 is 60. Okay, so those two up there can make an entire 5 reinforced iron plates per minute just by themselves. Gosh, there's a lot of math in this game. Okay. So I have a total of 60. I'm going to merge those together. How do I split? Hmm. How do I split 60 into 45 and 15? 60 divided by 4. Ah, that startled me. I don't want it to do that again. 60 divided by 4, that would be 15, 15, and 15, and 15. If I merge those three, that'll be 45 and 15. So two splitters. First, I'm going to merge them together. Yeah, that take a break signal. That startled me something fierce there. I don't like that. Do merger. Is that aligns? That'll do. There we go. Okay, now splitters. I need 3 splitters. If I place it here, can you go in there? You can. Okay. Okay. And here, I'm gonna expand the floor. 3, 3. There we go. Okay. Now, ooh, I don't actually need this one. I'm gonna put a merger here because this is currently 60 coming in, 30, and then half of 30 would be for the 45 that I want. So this has 45 coming out. And what am I going to do with that 45? I'm going to feed it into 1.5 constructors, which means I'm going to split it in half. Okay. 1.5 constructors coming up. Missing reinforced iron plates in what some might term the point. 1.5 divided by 2. See, I need 30, so you make 15. There we go. Okay. I wonder how many iron plate or reinforced iron plates I even have anymore. It has not been a very long time. Oh, no. Behind me, here we go. 45, 50. Okay, 50's fine for now, I suppose. Do do. Okay, so there's one. Here's the other. Can you feed in? You can feed in. Control C, control v. Wait. 15, 15, excellent. Okay. And then I'll merge those together because we are now making 30 iron plates per minute. It's gonna go out that way. You can. What are you doing? What? Why does it want to go in there? Okay, that was weird. Okay, so out here is going to be 30 iron plates per minute. Okay. On the other side, we need one constructor to be making iron rods. I'll put that close. There we go. Iron rods, it's making 15 per minute. That's perfect. Because I need to split that into 2 screws constructors. Okay, so we are going to split. We're going to put a constructor aligned in front and a constructor along the side. Okay, you are making screws, but you're not making 40. We only need 60. You're making 30 per minute. There we go. Control C, Control V. There we go. 30 per minute. So that's 60 screws per minute, which is exactly what we need. Oop. Okay, merger. I might as well just put it in front of here because I know that that's aligned at that point. Okay, and out comes the 60 per minute here. Okay, now, last things last, I need an assembler, but that needs 4 rotors. Can I produce a craft bench up here? Yeah, better than just running down for it. Okay, rotors, I need 4 rotors, but I can't afford it because I don't have the screws. That's easy enough. Go ahead and start connecting stuff. Here we go. And you connect here, you connect, I guess, here. Okay. That one over here is still not connected, so we can fix that. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be making 60 screws per minute here. As soon as this gets going. Oh, we're already kind of making them. Oop. Oop. Nope, let me pick them up. Guess I could just pick them up from inside the machine like somebody who had thought this through before. Okay, how many screws do I need for 4 rotors? Each rotor requires 25 screws. There we go. Now I just need 75 screws. I have 11. I have 22. 34. 38. 46. I need 75. 50. I'll expand this even still a little more, I'd say. There we go. 58. 66. We're almost to 75. 70. 74. Yeah, man. Oh, wait. 75. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now we can put down an assembler. Assembler. I'm going to line one of its inputs like this. Can this come around? There we go. And then you go in straight there. Okay. You make reinforced iron plates now. Excellent. Okay. Do I want to bring these down and merge with the others? That way we're storing them all in the same place. That might be smart. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So, conveyor belt Mark 1. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I don't have the thing unlocked that lets you route it along the ceiling. Gosh darn it. Okay. Uh, Here, we can pretend that this isn't awful. Uh, Here. Oh my god. Routing them on top of machines. What kind of an animal am I? I guess it'll do. Okay, now, I want to have a merger over here. Do, do. this gonna work? There. Coming out this way. That's fine. Nope. There, you come down. That's fine. This is, I'm gonna be honest, hideous. However, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay. So, okay. So yeah, that's our reinforced iron plates shored up. We still have these two smelters over here that are just idle. I figure these we could turn into rotors or modular frames. Because I've needed both of those so far. Hmm. The rotors are going to require iron rods and screws, which that's pretty trivial. The modular frames, however, those will require reinforced iron plates and iron rods. Uh, so we're kind of halfway already to making a or a modular frame factory. We're making 5 permitted upstairs. We could just pull 3 off of that. And 1 factory's worth of iron rods, and there you go. You've got your modular frames. That's not a terrible idea. Although I do like having the reinforced iron plates, like, heavily over, I guess, producing. Hmm. So right now we've got the 5 from upstairs plus I think 2 unused from down here. So that's 7. 7 per minute, good. 7 per minute might be fine. Hmm. But then again, I am always short. Yeah, maybe I should just stockpile them like this. Hmm. And we're producing 5 per minute. Here we're using 2 per minute, so we've got 3 plus the 5, 8. Okay, so we're making 8 per minute now. And how many do we need for the modular frames? Really only 3 per minute out of the 8. That's not so bad. Yeah, okay. I wonder if we could just plonk a factory here. Oh, I'm missing rotors, of course. Where are the rotors? Oh, here. I don't have screws. Okay. Well, I know I'm storing those by the 1,000. There we go. Okay, rotors. Just make 4 for now. There we go. Okay. How are we doing for power, by the way? We're doing fine. Okay. Ooh, there's a little screen tearing there. Okay. If I plonk down an assembler, just like right here, would that be a problem? Not really. Okay, and if I make modular frames here, I've got my reinforced iron plates, my iron rods, I'm not using all of them, so I can just kind of bring it over. Yeah, okay, it's ugly, but it'll do. I tend to say that a lot, don't I? Do too sharp, there we go. You come up here, up and over. Oop, here. There we go. Okay, we've got iron rods coming in. All we gotta do is hook this up to power. 4 out of 4. There we go. Okay, and now we're just like that. We're making modular frames. How are we gonna get them out? Yeah, this might have been a dumb idea. Oh, we might be able to get them out like that. Actually, I have an idea. Here. Go in there. Oh. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not what I meant. Sounds like we're, what are we doing? Oh, sounds like we're, out of power. This is compact to the point of absurdity. Okay, let's see what seems to be the problem here. I know that we were not exceeding our... I guess we just ran out of fuel. Gosh darned. Yeah, coal cannot come soon enough. We need the coal now. Okay. Disconnect the factory. No fuel. Yep, none at all. Okay, you... There you go. Leaves. Okay. Now, I also know for a fact that there is like a smart power switch, which if the factory is using too much power, you can tell it, hey, shut off this part first. That way, like, for example, you won't just shut off your... Oh. You won't shut off your fuel refining just because you're... Oh, I've already been here. Just because you're out of power. We haven't unlocked it yet, naturally, but, like, you know, it exists. Where? Oh. I'm glad I have the compass up there. Are you gonna leave eventually? Do I just have to wall you in and call you a factor or a factory part? Okay. Leaves in the bottom, wood in the top. Are these able to... Oh. These are not hooked up to the power plant. He is now a trophy, exactly. That's what he gets for trapping himself and being stupid. Okay. The rest of the factory is there. There we go. That should be... Okay. So there's not enough. Yeah, okay. Let's add some leaves to a bunch of... What? No, not the iron. I wish there were a way to set it, like, give you an alert when the fuel is low. Is this good? Huh. The rest of the factory is disconnected, right? Maybe not. Okay. All of the power comes through here, in here, and then in here, which is a three-way split, which goes off to basically the rest of the factory. Okay, so yeah, this is not isolated at all. Okay, well, here. We're gonna break it here, just as we did before, and just as I should have kept doing. Okay. Now, I'm gonna make these a special color. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this power line. I'm gonna bring it over here. Also gonna have this connected up here. Also gonna have it connected there. I'm also gonna have it connected here. Where are you connected? Where are you connected? Okay. You connect here. Okay. I'm going to color these now. How to color X. Okay. I'm going to color them blue. All of the ones that are on the power side, I'm going to color blue. All the ones that are on the factory side can stay orange. Oh, maybe I should also just make the everything here blue just at a baseline so it's easily seen. Yeah, I think I like that. Everything having to do with my electricity generation is now blue. In the early game, or early in the development of this game, it used to be that to color things, you needed to have flower petals of the proper color. So you had to go off and, pick up flowers. I think I prefer this level of customization more. Okay, so we're back up. I'm going to reconnect the factory because I would prefer that it continue working. Did we blow a fuse again? Huh. Okay. So yeah, we're getting the fuel in. I'm gonna go fell a few more trees, but at least now the factory is in fact chugging along. What am I gonna do for dinner tonight? Maybe I'll bake a pizza. That sounds nice. And I'll douse it in either chili or salad dressing. Oh, a power slug. Hello, beautiful. Might have to build to get up there. Yeah. Oh, hello. You are going to have the honor of being the first to die by my sword. Or Xenobash or whatever. There we go. Okay, meanwhile, trees, I shall burn thee. What kind of pizza? I have a frozen supreme pizza in the freezer. So like pepperoni, green pepper, onion, black olive, I think. But it's a Jack's brand, so it's basically like a bunch of toppings and cheese on a cracker. There's not a whole lot of substance to it. It is good. It got me through college, you know. It was the sort of pizza I could afford. Um, I wouldn't recommend it if you can afford anything else. And you can definitely tell that the toppings are not particularly high quality. Like they're not poisonous or toxic or anything, but like they're not the best of the best, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like they're good, broadly speaking at least. Okay. All of these are also on the power side of things, so I'm going to color these because I want to make sure that these stay connected when I isolate the power. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay. I suppose one thing I could also do, instead of 300 per minute, I can just give it a max of 120 per minute and just split this into two constructors. That way we're making more biomass per minute. Hmm. I mean we're keeping up. Yeah, maybe I won't bother. Okay, so we're making reinforced iron plates, we're making modular frames, but we're not making rotors. And I am done making rotors by hand. So let's go ahead. Let's see, if I wanted to make rotors, I wonder what that would require. Do some math here in a second, but I'm going to pick up some reinforced iron plates for now. Yep, and we've got modular plate. Ooh, we're sinking all of our reinforced iron plates into here. I wonder what a stack of iron plates is, because once it has, let's say, 100 in there, then it'll start backing up on the line and then start refilling this. But I wonder, how many will it take for that to happen? Well, one way or the other. Okay. Okay, I've got reinforced iron plates. Okay, so if I wanted to do something wild and crazy, like make a rotor, which I do need 4 rotors, I know for a fact. 3, 4. Okay. Let's go ahead, do some math over here, because it's the only place that I can possibly expand these two smelters out to. go. Okay. Assembler. I'm not going to leave it here. Rotor. Okay. 4 rotors per minute would require 20 iron rods. Ooh, that's an ugly number. And 100 screws. Ooh, I don't really like that. What if we only do 3 per minute? 3 is better. 3 is better. Okay. So for 3 rotors, it's 15 iron rods and 75 screws. 15 iron rods is just 1 assembler, which is easy. 75 screws, that's 40 divided, or 75 divided by 40. Well, 75 divided by 40. That's 1.875. I'll just call it 2 assemblers of screws. Okay. And each of those screw assemblers half of 75, uh, 75 divided by 2, that's 37 and a half, 37.5. Each of these requires basically 10 iron rods. So that's basically 2 assemblers. 9.375 each. Okay. Okay, that's not so bad. So 2 assemblers, 9.375 each. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to merge these. Nope, not split, merge. Going out that way. And these are going to be giving 60 per minute. I'm going to do the same thing as up top where I do 45 and 15. 45 are going to become screws, 15 are going to become assemblers. So I am going to split, split, merge, 60 in, 30 that way, 30 that way, 15 out that way, 15 out this way. There we go. So 15 out this way, I'm going to go ahead and put a constructor here for 15 iron rods per minute. There we go. That's the iron rods. That's easy enough. This is going to be 60. No. 60. This is going to be 45 iron ingots per minute. I need those to be iron rods. Wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. 75 screws, half of 75 is 37.5. Okay. 37.5 screws requires 9.375 iron rods, which can be done in 1 assembler. So this is going to be iron rods, 9.375 per minute. 9.375. I'm going to say maybe 9.38. There we go. Okay. And that requires 9.38. 9.38 times 2. 9.38 times 2. 18. I don't need all 45 for this. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm actually not going to be maxing out this 60 iron. So 45 can be split into 9.375, 9.375, and 9.375 times 2, 26. 0.25. I'm sure that we can come up with something to do with 26 iron ingots per minute. Okay, but for now, how do we split this? What is 9.375 times 2 is 18. 18.75 and 26.25. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm just going to split it in 3 and call it good. Okay, constructor. One there. One there. Gonna put a splitter in. This will be 9.375. This will be 9.375. Here, I'm not making 15. I'm making 9.375. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste. There we go. So now I can plug this in. Okay. Now each of these is going to be going into exactly one constructor making screws. Constructor. Making screws. But 37.5 screws. There we go. Okay, 37.5 and 37.5 is 75, so I will need a Mark II for that. But yeah, I think I'm ready for the rotor assembler now. Rotor assembler, here we go. I'm going to align that with this input. This is 15 iron rods per minute. This is going to be rotors, 3 per minute. So it requires 15 iron rods. There we go. I'm going to merge, go out that side. I can use Mark 1 belts out here because these are only going to be making like 37. But here I'm going to need a Mark 2 to connect from here to here, which is fine. There we go. Okay. That'll be the rotors, and I shall store them out here because I don't have a use for them immediately right now. Do organization, storage, container, give myself some breathing space in case I want to split it off later. And I'm only making 3 per minute, so there you go. Mark 1. Okay. Connect this to power. Okay, and this connect there. There we go. Okay, so that's a fully fledged rotor factory. Neat. Okay, we're making our rods, we're making our screws. And we should be making them in the proper ratios to make 3 rotors per minute. Huzzah! Okay, so we need, for coal, 50 minus 12 divided by 3 per minute. That'll only take like 12 minutes. Cool. Okay. Meanwhile, how many reinforced iron plates do we have? Because I need 150 minus 87. I need 63 of those. Ooh, we've started backing up and actually storing them here. Excellent. So yeah, they stacked to 100 before they started backing up. That's fine. Okay. Huzzah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Nothing like just staring over a sheer cliff face. Let's see. Oop. Oh, we maxed out our wire storage. Yeah, or cable storage. Yeah, it looks like we're done with cable. I mean, done with cable. We have enough cable. Have enough. We are full. We have exactly one storage bin full of cable. There we go. That's how I'll phrase that. Okay. Okay. And if we're making 3 per minute, we need 50 minus 12 divided by 3 minutes. That's 12 minutes. I can do a couple of rounds of this. Oh, it's more complicated. I get the feeling that I'm not particularly skilled at this. No, just send it. Go. Hmm. Can't really. I did not do particularly well at that. Let's try that again. Oop. See, there's a chat. There we go. Okay. Question, have I played Tetris before? I have. I'm not particularly skilled at it. Now, have I ever won Tetris before? No, I have not. Gosh darn it. I misplaced that. I can see that. How dare you? Villain. Oh. That went actually pretty well. There. There we go. And one in there. Nope. Darn, I kind of filled the spot there. Why didn't I center that on one of these boxes? Oh well, it won't matter. Ah, come on. Ah, nope. Ah. Kind of petered out toward the end. At least I got 2 stars on that one. Let's see. I'll do level 3 now. Ah. Ah. Darn. Oh, that would be the fuel again. Dang. Yeah, once we get coal, it'll be much easier to keep things going. But we need those rotors first. Actually, we need the rotors for the pumps and the coal power generators. But we're not making any rotors without power, so let's go ahead. Okay, so how did I do this before? I disconnected here. That's right. Oh, sorry, little fella. Okay. The fuel I'm getting now should last us at least a little while. There we go. Will that be enough? There's still a few trees living around here. Okay. This one. Okay. Oof. Disappearing off the edge into the void now. Space elevator's there, so the power plant's over here. And our friend is still stuck. You want to know something that would be cool for a mechanic for cutting trees? The thicker the tree, the longer it takes, and there's upgrades for the chainsaw. That would be kind of neat, actually. I like that. Wait, whoa. Why do these generators say... Is it because there's no fuel, or because they're just straight up not connected? These are both connected here. Yeah, I guess just no fuel. Okay. Yeah, that could be a cool mechanic. Although I'm hoping at some point that I'll not be chopping trees ever again. As I'm sure the trees themselves also wish. Okay. Let's go ahead, put some leaves in a few of these generators just to kickstart the whole system. You've still got solid biofuel. I mean, that's not going to power miracles, but, like, you've still got it. There we go. And now we're distributing it out. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Things are rolling along. We are moving and grooving. Okay. Some solid biofuel is being distributed, although not particularly fast. Okay. I think it's probably safe to connect the rest of the base again. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay. Let's go see. During my time playing the Tetris or whatever it is, how many rotors did we make? Because we only need like 30. Uh, uh, we need 38 more. I love seeing all this iron flowing. Really feels like I'm doing something, you know? 25. I needed 38, so that's not quite enough. 39. Okay. I'll go plug in what I currently have at least. I think once we unlock coal power, I might call it there. You know, get some dinner, that sort of thing. I think some friends of mine are also going to be online tonight, so I've got to make sure I'm available for that. Let's see. Power slug can go store. There we go. Okay. Can I just make more rotors? I guess I can make 3 of them. There we go. We're almost there. We just need 9 more rotors. That is 3 minutes of the factory producing rotors. Very cool. I should also maybe build like catwalks or something over all this so I don't have to jump over everything. That's what I should do with the excess iron over here that's just not doing anything. Put it through a, you know, manufactory of some description and put it into an awesome sink. That way I start getting awesome tickets and I can unlock things like catwalks or that sort of thing. Okay, just need 5 more. Let's see, what could I do with this? I'm actually going to look up too, what are the values of all these things I could be making? Let's see, Satisfactory wiki. Let's see. So if I were to just put in the iron ingots, do if I were just to put in the iron ingots, that would be 2 points per ingot. If I instead turn them into iron plates, that's 6 points per ingot. What if I turn them into iron rods? Screws would be 2 points per ingot. Rods are 4. Yeah, I'll just turn them into plates and put those in an iron sink. Do. Those things are awesome. Yeah. Let's see, merger, splitter. There we go. They say it right there on the label. It's awesome. There's nothing else we can say about it. Okay, iron plates. Get some power. Okay, then I'm gonna make an awesome sink, which needs more reinforced iron plates, which, fine, I'm making tons of them now. Perhaps literal tons. See, all this time, and we've produced 266 smart plating, if you see up there in the upper left, upper right. We're already a fifth of the way there. So as long as we don't just sit there and stare at it, it doesn't mean that we have to be bored just because it takes forever. Okay, awesome sink. Can I line it up? Can I line it up? Yes. There. And you also need power, don't you? Yeah, no, these are not particularly valuable things, but they are simple and quick. You know, I can just throw them together here. Yeah, it's not particularly fast. It would be better if we could sync, for example, the rotors or something like that. But we're just not making them quite fast enough for both me to use them and for us to sync them. So whatever, that'll be a nice passive income for us. Not very fast, but, you know, passive. 10, there we go. Okay, we have enough for a pull now. Let's actually see. What do we need for stuff in the awesome shop? Let's see, what could I want? Factory cart, I'm not in love with that. Management. I like the ceiling mounts. Wall holes are always nice, but I don't have walls in the first place. Uh, wall. Have I already unlocked walls? Oh my god, I already unlocked walls. Holy lord. That could have stopped a lot of stupid from happening, but it didn't because I didn't notice. Yeah, this is going to take forever to get any awesome tickets, but whatever. Personal elevator. I've not seen that before. And then modern catwalks, factory ladders. Factory ladders are always good. Yeah. Let's actually see. Start making an actual indoor portion. Nope. Find that to 9. There we go. 9. Yeah. It would be cool if I had the wall hole stuff unlocked. But huzzah. I figured out what's wrong and why my ear infection was getting worse. Oh, first of all, hello. Why my ear infection was getting worse. It's both an inner and outer infection. I've never had infections for my ears like this. It's wild. They were asking if I'd been swimming. Uh, that's horrifying. Both inner and outer. I'm pretty sure neither one of those is supposed to happen, let alone both at once. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. But, like, that sounds awful, and I'm sorry. Oh my god. But they've given you, like, antibiotics
Milestone
or something,
reached.
right?
Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
You know, that's helpful. Let's see. I can't have my headphones on my ears, so if I mishear, that's why. Yes, eardrops on tops of amoxicillin. Good. Two different things. It sounds like they're treating this aggressively. So, yeah, still though, that sucks. And right when you came back, too. What's up with that? We're already through all the wood. Yeah, but I am glad that you're here. It's nice to have you around, even if you are miserable. My first ever ear infection was last year, was a double ear infection. Well, shoot. Well, at least you're here to see deforestation happening. You see? That tree's dead now. Don't you feel better? If that one didn't help, what about this one? You see, that one. They gave me some hydro, so I'm 6 on the pain scale down from a 9. I don't know what hydro is. I'm assuming it's some sort of a pain medication in that case then. Well, good. 6 is still too high. I am officially done with chopping these trees down. You know, fed up. That sense of the word done. I need to go find some coal. Once power's automated, everything will be better. Oh, hello, sir. Did I chop down your tree home? Hello. You appear to be stuck. Hydrocodone. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I've heard of that before. It's gonna bother me that there's a giant hole in it. Okay, leaves go in here. Wood goes in here. And we are going to look for coal. When we find coal, we're gonna need some coal power plants. I'm just gonna say... I wonder how much do each of them... Here, in the codex. Coal power generate... No. Okay. Coal power generator. How much do they use per second? I don't want to make them in a factory. What are you, insane? Uh, Here. I'm just gonna look it up. Coal-fired generator. I gotta clean your, or you gotta clean your house still. All you want to do is sleep. Well, you could have your kids help out. I'm sure they're to an age where they can clean things. Maybe not, everything, obviously, but they can help pick up some of the slack. Let's see. It consumes 15 coal per minute. And let's assume for a moment that I can get 120 coal per minute. That's going to be 120 divided by 15. That's going to be 8 generators. They aren't home till tomorrow. Oh, they're away. I see. Well, if you're feeling sick, that's probably also a good thing if they're not here at the moment. 8 generators will require 4 water pumps. Okay. A whole mess of pipes. I'll just say 10 and 8 junctions. There we go. And I have to clean my room, so really don't want them in there. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a good boundary to have, not having them just in your room. Oh, God, I need 120 rotors for this. I'm only making 3 per minute. That's going to take 40 whole minutes. Okay, well, maybe I can just start with what I have. Oh, and of course I'm going to need a miner. Uh, well, the fact that you're still up and at least functioning enough to think about cleaning, that's a good thing. I'm good. I'm glad for that at least. Do 25 rotors? Okay, not bad. Reinforced iron plates. Wait, I was on the right floor. Why did I jump down? It's not so bad if I'm not in my room. My room is very cold. Oh, do you have like a super powerful window air conditioner or something in your room? Or like maybe the vent is in there? Yeah. Yeah, in an apartment I once had, my roommate bought a window unit, but it was like way overpowered for the size of the space that we had. So it would click on for like 2 minutes, absolutely freeze us out of the room, and then shut off for like 2 minutes. And it would cycle itself like that. No, my room is just the most insulated. Oh, well, I suppose small blessings. Insulation is good. Being over, or not being able to use your room right now, that's bad. So let's call it a wash. Wait, what are these? Oh, this is the rotor plant. I swear to God, I just walked away from it and forgot exactly where it was. Okay, we need reinforced iron plates, which I just picked up, rotors, cables, copper sheets. We do not currently have a copper sheet manufactory. Am I just not... Oh, here, right in front of me. There we go. Okay. I can be producing copper sheets. I mean, you see nothing's really moving over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put down a couple of factories over here. I used to have one in my room at my parents' that was so cold that my dog at the time would get out of her house or kennel when I wasn't home and curl up under my comforter, which was wild because she had only 3 legs. Well, she figured it out. She figured it out. That's amazing, actually. Just you find her there. No explanation of how she got there. Okay, let's make some copper sheets, lads. You'll need 20 per minute, so a total of 40. Each one of these is making 30, so if I half and merge them, that'll be a total of 30. So 1.5 of these. That's fine. There we go. So 6 to split. Split. Merge. Missing iron rods. That's easy enough to fix. My current dog just looks just like her, all legs. And they act almost exactly the same. I like that. I like having those reminders, you know? It's always nice. Of course, I have no idea how you feel about it, but, you know. It sounds nice to me. Do, I think, yep, over here. Saw. Let's go. Okay, we are merging. I'm someone who believes in reincarnation in animals. I believe that they have a lot of love and comfort to give, so they are given many lives to help people. I like that. Of course, to say nothing of, literal belief, but, I like that. When I was a young lad, I lived in a house where it gets so cold our well got frozen in the winter. That's not good. That's actually very dangerous, I'm sure. Hopefully y'all were keeping an eye on that. You. Okay. And we shall store them over here because why not? Oh, there we go. Missing iron plates. That's easy enough to fix. I really like this music, or this song. We fixed it, it was an old house, and we just added a new item. Yeah, I'm guessing some sort of like insulation, or maybe a heater around the well opening or something, I'm guessing. Still though. Yep. Where can a guy get some iron plates around here? And I know I store them. Oh, is this it? Yeah. Why are we not making any? Oh, we are making some. Just slowly. Okay. Do, do. It's always good to see the iron lines all flowing. Means we're not wasting any time, any resources. Oh, I just skipped the fall damage there. I just had to scrape my face against the refinery on the way down. Who would have thought? There we go, copper sheets. We're going to make plenty of copper pipes out of this. Portable miner, I can go just pick one up. I don't need to make a new one. Is there one here? No, I already got rid of those. Okay. You come with me. And, here we go. Is this full? Wow, it is full. Shoot. Okay. Well, I guess I could just litter. Put all that ore in there. There we go. Why do I have leaves? Leaves should be in here. There we go. Okay, how are we doing on fuel? We're still producing it, which is good. Are we consuming it more than we're using it? No. Still, though, we're not. We need more wood, really. Okay. Meanwhile. Okay. Portable miner. Is there anything else? Concrete I have plenty of. Iron plates I have plenty of. Reinforced iron plates I'll just pick up on the way out. Huzzah. Okay. And rotors would be nice. Where am I? Oh, I'm downstairs. I need to be upstairs. Okay. Probably the last thing I'll do on stream today is go scouting for a place to find some coal. Maybe set up some burners. Because once I have that, suddenly things become a lot more tenable, shall we say. An enhanced mobility would be nice. It'll be easier to get, things unlocked once I explore a little bit more. Do. Okay. Rotor and 24 rotors? Okay. Not enough for like 8 generators, but it'll do. And then 39 again. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and place a bet with yourself, y'all. Is there coal anywhere nearby? Let's see. Coal. Oh, about a kilometer that way? Or over a kilometer that way? Or about a kilometer and a half? Okay, let's go this way. See what's it looking like over there. Hmm. Hopefully, it's a coal vein with water nearby. Because if we don't have the water to boil, burning the coal isn't going to help us at all. Ooh. Do. I'm glad we have the space elevator. Oh, somebody wants some. Uh-oh. You almost did that to me. Oh my god. Okay. Point me again. I know it's in this direction vaguely, but where? Oh, yep. I was not pointing the right direction. Oh boy. Okay. World grid there. And let's go down. Ooh. Okay, so there's water. Of course, we're still like 300 meters away, so hopefully there's closer water, but I think I remember this place. This is beginning to look familiar. Hmm. You keep scaring me when you go down that without it being built all the way. Yeah, that is certainly a strange thing to be able to do, and yet here we are. Okay, watch closely as I poke a beehive. And get away with it. Now, are there any on the underside here? So I got burned by that before. I think I remember this place, yeah. Shoot. Okay. The coal is still this way, right? I haven't gotten turned around. Oh, it's 92 meters this way? Is it up on that cliff? Oh, it's right in front of me. Please be pure normal. I mean, that's better than nothing. Okay, let's just plonk a miner down, see what it can give us. Oop. 60 per minute, not great, but, you know, again, it's fine. And we've got some water right here. Scariest wasp in the world, I'm gonna go whack it, yes, with a sword.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does
What?
not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I did not see myself pick up anything having to do with fungus. I suppose Ada saw something I didn't. Okay, so if this is producing 60 per minute, 60 divided by 15, 4 coal generators is all I can do. But, like, that's more than I have now. Okay, so I'm gonna plonk down some foundaciones. That is probably not actual Spanish. Do not attempt to learn from me. Okay. That was an interesting noise. Okay. If the water's here, I can't really cover it. Let's see. Why does it not want to build here? Oh, I'm out of concrete. Shoot. Okay. Well, let's see. What can I do? Oh, okay. I can just build them with their rear end hanging off the edge.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Wow. Oh my god. That was really mean. Here. And here. That's close enough. Okay. And again, they're not really lined up, but whatever. Exactly. I don't need the voices in my head telling me I'm doing a bad job. If the voices in my head could get me some concrete, though, that would be great. Okay, so I need a splitter. I guess here. Because I don't have any concrete, I can't really do foundations, but whatever. Okay, and a splitter. Around there, whatever. In there, go in there. Okay, now I might as well just hook this up. There we go. Splitter here. Half will go into this splitter. The other half will go... The other half will go to this one way over here. Let's see if I can weave it underneath. Looks like I'm gonna get away with it. Okay. Then it's only 60 per minute, so I can just hook it up with a Mark 1. That's fine. It's not hooked up to power at the moment, but that's... We'll fix it. Do you up to... Oh, I don't have any concrete, so I can't do power poles. That makes sense. Okay. Now, water extractor. You can do it. Not deep enough. Not deep enough. Okay, so we... Oh, well, there's water right here. Okay, one there. And I'm out of rotors. How am I
That
out of
may indeed
rotors?
be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
Great, thank you. Okay. Pipeline. Missing concrete. Okay, I'm going back. Can't build without concrete, can you? It would be nice if I had the super shoes or whatever that make you run faster. Wow. I mean, we came all this way and built this here, but we're still basically at the base. I mean, it's right there. Oh, wait, is this a Caterium vein? Oh no, it's just pure Caterium. Okay. I thought my concrete... No, my concrete is up there. Okay. I'll just go around. In part because that gives me a chance to get more of this, and... Oh, how did you... This is unacceptable, sir. Is he gonna get up? Oh my god, he survived it. Talk about rude, though. Coming into my house, headbutting me. I don't think he's dead. I think he got up and walked it off. Oh, we've got all the concrete we could ever want. Oh, there's a power slug under those rocks. I just need a bomb to get under it. I don't have any, but, you know, eventually. Is my smart plating counter ticking up? I can't tell. Has it frozen at 394? I thought like 10 minutes ago it was already at 394. Hmm. Did the power turn off? Yeah, it totally might have. Once we get this coal up and running, things will be nicer. Okay. Alt up, and I'm gonna put pipelines and junctions in here. So you, pipeline, go here.
Fixit pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
There we go. Okay. So each of these is going to use 45 cubic meters of water per minute. So this needs to produce at least 90. It's currently going to produce 120, so I'll set it to 90. There we go. Okay, now, power. This needs to hook up to power to work. Hook up the generators. Okay, and then bring it back to my base. Where hopefully the power... Yeah, there you go, 402. It was 394 before. I was just mistaken. Cool. So that means there should be enough power at the base to make this work. And then we will never have to worry about it again. So say I. More beehives down there. Best not to mess with them for now. Oh, almost fell off there. Stay away from me. Stay away. Where, where are you? Okay, thank you for staying away. Oh, let's dance. There we go. Okay, come up here. Then I guess connect here. Okie dokie. Now, hopefully, we'll see a functioning coal-fired power plant, at least halfway. I don't see any smoke coming out of the stacks yet, but the coal probably hasn't even gotten there. Okay, the pump is definitely working. Okay, any second now. No fuel. Oh, here comes the coal. Is there water in here? The water is coming. Okay, the water is flowing. Okay. I think I'll turn up this water pump just for a few moments so that it will, flood the system. There we go. And once it's flooded the system, then I can turn it back down. There we go. Okay. So we've got two running, and already it doesn't quite replace what we have at base, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's build another water extractor. Missing materials. I don't have enough rotors. Here, can I build a rotor? I can. Okay. There we go. I should have put these pipes higher up in the air. Okay. Water extractor. Can I put it here? Okay, I'm going to intentionally leave some room because a minor Mark II would allow us to double the number of factories that we're having. So I'm going to leave room for expansion. Okay. Gonna go ahead and connect those. Not gonna do that. Not curve mode, straight mode. Okay. That's fine. And yeah, the coal is clipping through. It's fine. Here we go. I'm gonna come over here. Uh, Here, I have an idea. Instead of you being connected here, you connect here. And then you go around to the second one. Again, it's ugly, but it's fine. It'll work. Oh, a gold power slug, huzzah. Okay, let's see. Have I done the smart or have I done the dumb? Just gotta get some water in here. No power. Oh, because there's no water. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, water's still kind of coming up. Yeah, it's got to fill up all of the lower pipes before it fills up the higher pipes like this. Okay. So these are producing 75 megawatts. 75 times 4 is 300. And before I had been at 480, I think. So we haven't quite replaced our uh, biofuel plant, but we have greatly increased the amount of time that its fuel will last. Because you see, the coal plants, they burn as fast as they can all the time. It doesn't matter if you're using the power or not. So it's going to be like the base load. The biofuel plants, they will only burn as much fuel as required to meet the needs of the grid. So if the grid doesn't need it, it won't burn the biofuel. So this is good. We're not quite past to the point of burning biofuel, but things are going well. Okay, why is this not filling up? That's full. Do I need a pipeline pump this high? No, that's basically level. There's no way that I need a pipeline pump for this. Here, I'm going to turn these off briefly and just let the water flow. Oh, this one's already full. This one's not, so I'm going to turn it off briefly and just let it fill up. Just let it fill up. Give it a moment. This one's already full, but I'm gonna keep it off so that all of this water will flow into here. We're almost there. Okay, turn on, turn on. Yeah, I should have made these higher up. This is not easy to navigate. Okay, what about over here? This one's already on. I never shut it off, I guess. Here we go. Turn this one on. Okay, cool. So now we should avoid that oscillation we were seeing. Okay, yeah. Neat. Okay. I think that might just be where I leave it for today. We made a lot of progress today. We completed phase one on the well, for one, we built the space elevator in the first place. For two, we completed phase one. We've got a factory that produces rotors, a factory that produces modular frames, and now we have a coal-fired power plant. We've done a ton today. Yeah, what do you want? Come on, lad. Come on. But once I kill him, we're gonna look for a raid target. We'll see who's on today. I'm not even sure. I wonder if Isten is on. That would be cool. Okay, I am going to save the game. Pave the world, huzzah. Okay, let's go ahead and see who's on. Raid, following, please, yes. Leo. Oh, Hero's on. Wow. Critter Vision, Runa, Safi. Okay. Let's raid Hero Scythe. I think that would be fun. Okay. Thanks for being here, everybody. This has been a fun time today. And I know that I'm just going to be thinking about this game overnight. Maybe I'll stream it again tomorrow. We'll see. I do have other work I need to do, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope all of you have a great day. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and send some love Heroes' way.